Well, a very pleasant good evening. Time for, I'm going to say startup talk. Whoa, Small Biz Florida, right here on WPSL and WSTU with Mr. Tom Kindred.
It is Small Biz Florida, and welcome to another segment and installment. The podcast and broadcast, it's all things business across the Treasure Coast and the entire state of Florida. Small Biz Florida is brought to you by the Florida Small Business Development Center Network and is produced by the Florida SBDC right here at Indian River State College. Small Biz Florida is designed and produced to highlight and promote business assistance resources, celebrate entrepreneurial success, present best practices, and most importantly, provide timely business information for Florida's small business community. I am Tom Kindred, and I serve as your host for Small Biz Florida. I'm a former small business owner myself, and beyond those duties, I serve as the regional director for the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College. So, Greg, how are things in your world this evening?
Doing well, doing well.
Small Biz Florida has been on the move over the last couple of weeks. We have been to the FLAGL conference, which stands for Florida Association of Government Guaranteed Lenders. So interviewed a number of SBA lenders and bankers. So those episodes and segments will be coming up.
Can I borrow $20 in?
Apparently there is money out there, and it's more than $20. So
okay.
The outlook is good for capital access. If you've got all the right parts and pieces and can dot the I's and cross the T's, there's access out there to some capital. We have been to the Florida Economic Development Council Conference, FEDC. We spent about 3 days at that conference last week. Got a lot of great interviews at that conference.
You were in Orlando, right?
We were in Orlando.
I think our bus went around yours.
You probably did. We were at Margaritaville.
Oh, nice. We were playing 3 basketball games in one day.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we were at Margaritaville.
Yep.
I got an interview with Florida Power and Light and their incubation program, 35 Mules. Got an interview with a young lady who heads up the Babcock Ranch project, incredible project. Interview with Kevin Carr with Florida Makes. So again, a lot of great segments, a lot of great content, a lot of great resources out there. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be at the 2021 Make More Manufacturing Summit, which is put on by Florida Makes. That's going to be in Orlando, Florida again. So we'll be up there for that one-day conference. It's Make More is a leadership focused initiative led by Florida Makes in partnership, of course, with lots of Florida business associations, Career Source, Enterprise, Florida Chamber. And the purpose is to advance Florida's economy through innovation and talent development. So the Make More Manufacturing Summit is a leadership focused initiative designed around connecting ecosystem stakeholders with the needs and realities of industry leaders from the manufacturing sector. So hope to bring you lots of good segments and content from the Make More Summit next week. So anyway, we've been on the move. Lots to cover around the state and lots of good content, highlighting all kinds of resources.
Wow. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So
by the way, we have to mention next Thursday night at the Stewart campus of IRSC, a wonderful event honoring Nancy Smith, former editor of the Stewart News for many, many years. And so that's going to be on the Chastain campus.
Nice.
From 5 to 7. And if you need more information, just go to our website or go to WSTU1450.com.
That's next Thursday night.
Next Thursday
Are
night
we
at 5.
Well, how are we going to do a show next Thursday night?
Well, I guess Carol will be there, and we'll be stuck here with you.
Well, we can always do a show from the Chastain campus. I mean,
you go.
We're getting, we know how to put this thing on wheels. I am getting so good at packing up a trailer and moving this radio show and setting up and taking down. Listen, I'm I'm telling you, I'm gonna get myself a popcorn cotton candy machine and hit the roads. I'm telling you, I can get it done now. I can. It is. I'm telling you, it is amazing. But I got great help. I got Katie Muldoon, our producer for Small Biz Florida. I got Linda Gonzalez, our other producer. They are a huge help. And so anyway, it's
and definitely the brains of the operation.
that's right. Definitely the women with the brains behind the operation. Also want to make sure that we point out that as I always do, here we go, right there's the camera. The latest edition of Treasure Coast Business Magazine, the fall 2021 issue is out. My guarantee and promise has always been, if you can't find one, I'll bring it to you. Call me and I'll bring you a copy. But you can always get it online too. There is a digital version. It's beautiful. Greg Inns and the publisher and his team at Indian River Magazine and Treasure Coast Magazine do a great job, especially with the digital version. It's just incredible, beautiful. So you can get that at tcbusiness.com and you can see all the issues. But again, lots of great stories in here. Got a story about our Main Street Bettering Your Business program. There's again, all kinds of good articles. There's an insert in here from the Treasure Coast Manufacturers Association, big kind of cover story about all the CARES Act funding that's flowed into the counties and what they're spending the money on. So anyway, and a couple of great stories about Indian River State College, offering students access to Adobe. So all kinds of good stuff here. New provost announcements. Our good friend Andy Treadwell's now the provost down at Pruitt. And so anyway, some good stories. So I encourage you to get a copy and read it.
And if you run into Andy on the Pruitt campus, he said you do not have to kiss his ring. I just want to throw that in. He's going to kill me.
All right. So as always, it's kind of that time of the year again. This is again, in fact, they're going to have to tell me because I can't remember, but an iconic event here in St. Lucie County and all across the Treasure Coast is the annual Deca Bazaar, which is actually, run, facilitated, managed, deployed by students at Indian River State College who are all in the Deca program. And every year we always have some students that come on and talk about the Deca Bazaar, and no different this year. Now, I think the only difference is I think we're back to having the Deca Bazaar. Are we not?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I got to go around the room here and introduce, but I guess I want to make sure that we can hear from the leader here of the Deca Club this year is Linda Reed, and she serves as the Deca chapter president. Linda, welcome to Small Biz Florida.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
And then let me go around the room and get some introductions. Go ahead and tell us your name and kind of maybe tell us what year you're in at Indian River State College.
I'm Zach. I'm a sophomore at Indian River State College, and my major that's coming up is going to be organizational management, and I'm looking to have a good future with Deca.
Great.
I'm Maddie. I'm also a sophomore at Indian River State College, and my major is business administration.
Nice. And then we have on Zoom with us.
Hi, my name's Brad. I'm a freshman at IRSC. My undergraduate's going to be finance, and then I'm going to get a law degree.
I like it. I like it. All right. Yeah. So I guess somebody help me out. Did we miss a Deca Bazaar last year? Was it, did we not do an actual face-to-face bazaar?
No, we did not.
We did not. Okay.
This is the up and coming thing.
Okay. So we're back to face-to-face Deca Bazaar.
It was a casualty of COVID.
That's right. Okay. So I guess, Linda, let's start with you as the Deca chapter president. Just a little bit of your background and kind of your pathway to IRSC and Deca.
Well, currently I'm a junior at IRSC, and I am going towards my bachelor's degree in organizational management. And I began my path with Deca as a volunteer, team leader for the Bazaar in 2018. And from there, I became liaison, and now I'm the chapter president.
Nice. All right. Kind of tell us a little bit about Deca, the organization. What does Deca do? Who's involved in it beyond the bazaar?
Well, it's a student-run club, and it is focused on business, a business club, but every industry can take advantage of the different leadership and networking and professionalism that is taught through Deca. It's all across the industry for the platform. It's helpful with every career.
Okay. So it's not just open to business students.
No, not just business. We have and have had many different majors involved in Deca.
All right. And so, and anyone, of course, any level can also be involved in Deca.
Yes, as you can see, our panel here with us today, it ranges everywhere from freshman to senior.
Okay. All right. So Zach, let's turn to you real quickly. Again, tell us a little bit about your pathway to Indian River State College, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the degrees you guys are seeking.
Well, my pathway started back way in high school when I was doing dual enrollment. And originally I was going to
Wait a minute. High school hadn't been way back for you.
a little ways back for me.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
Let me phrase it better.
Yes.
It's all relative,
the
Tom.
blink of an eye for me. Yes. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it started back in high school for me. And originally I was going to go to law school, but I switched to management after I fell in love with finance and all sorts of management stuff when it comes to publics and other businesses like that.
Okay, nice. All right. And then again, you're pursuing your 4-year degree, your BS degree here at IRSC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. And where did you go to high school? Where did you start that dual enrollment career?
Vero Beach High School.
Okay, nice. All right.
Fighting Indians.
Okay. And Maddie, kind of the same question for you, kind of your pathway to Indian River State College, and then we'll talk a little bit about your degree.
So I actually just recently moved to Florida, and I was looking for a good school that would be a good transition for what I wanted to do. And I found Indian River State College that offered a bunch of amazing programs and really good clubs and organizations to help with.
All right, nice.
Now, where are you from originally?
Connecticut.
Ah, okay. What part?
It's called Brookfield. It's in Fairfield County.
No, well, okay.
All right, and then is Bradley still out there with us?
I'm still here.
Yeah, Bradley. Again, same question to you, kind of your pathway to Indian River State College.
So basically, I came out of high school not really knowing what I was going to do. So it was most cost effective and it made most sense to go to IRSC. So that's what I did. And I plan to transfer after 2 years and go to a different school and get my undergraduate in finance, and then hopefully transfer to a really, really prestigious law school and get a law degree.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Deca real quickly. Zach, back to you. Tell us a little bit about what Deca is all about for you, and why'd you get involved, and kind of the experience you're getting being involved in Deca.
Well, originally I had didn't even really know about Deca. I didn't even know about it in high school, but Semper Vivo, one of the teachers, he approached me and he talked to me about different marketing schemes and stuff like that when it comes to Deca and how it could broaden my horizons and meet new people and stuff like that. And I just wanted to learn how to talk, and they've really helped me with all of that.
And I guess one of the big issues with Deca and the way you get kind of a lot of this experience is through the competitions. Have any of you guys participated in these, competitions that we talk so much about when we talk about Deca?
I'm still wet behind the ears. No, sir.
No competitions.
I plan
yet.
on winning them though. Don't worry.
And IRSC has a record of
That's
that, as a
right.
matter of fact.
Maddie or Bradley, I mean, any involvement in the competitions yet? And again, because of COVID, maybe they didn't have them, but again, most students really are involved in all these competitions, have all kinds of stories to tell. So any involvement in those competitions?
Yeah, we got a competition coming up in the States is January, right, Linda?
Yes.
Yeah, so January we got a big competition coming up. That's states, and then if we win that, we go to nationals.
All right.
And then we got a leadership conference coming up on the 5th to 6th.
Mhm.
So that's going to be fun. A lot of exciting things.
Yeah. So Linda, tell us a little bit about the competitions. I mean, pretty rigorous program, is it not?
It is, and I personally don't have any firsthand experience with it, but there's the different categories. There's finance, marketing, hospitality, and management entrepreneurship. And we compete in front of judges against other schools for knowledge, and case studies are presented to us, and we solve these problems and get judged on them.
Right. And it's my understanding that you can't really prep once you get to the competitions. At that point, you're kind of told, given the case study, you're given a little bit of time, but you're kind of under pressure to solve problems, kind of in a little bit of a challenged time frame. Are you not?
That's correct. Depending on the category, whether it's individual or team-based, you can have as little as 15 minutes or up to about half an hour to go over the case study and prepare your presentation for the judges. And then it's all up to that.
Wow. Okay. And you, I think Bradley said you've got states coming up. Where do they hold these competitions?
Orlando is state, and wherever it's going to be determined for nationals at this point.
Okay. And what about the professors at the School of Business? They're engaged. I think some of them kind of, help in terms of coaching, and then of course attending the competitions. Do you guys have a kind of a professor that is the sponsor this year of Deca?
Yeah.
You're okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut it, but into you. My bad.
It's all right, Brad. Our Deca advisor is Professor Joseph Sempervivo,
Okay.
and he actually has competition experience when he was in college, and he is very supportive and knowledgeable to be able to help us with mock competitions and practice.
Right. So let's kind of talk quickly a little more, because the one thing I've always been impressed with about Indian River State College and the School of Business is the ability for students to get some real world experience. And of course, Deca is one of those opportunities to participate in a program that really allows you to get out there, do that public speaking, be in competitions, network with other students in other schools. And I know there's some other opportunities. Talk about some of those opportunities, Linda. Capstone, internship programs, kind of touch on some of those that where a student really can get that real world experience.
A lot of the things, just as a whole, with Indian River State College is the different events that are held, and Deca plays a big part in those as well. They have leadership conferences, they have the different events on campus, networking events that you can participate in, and like you said, the competitions, and you're able to really be able to build your networks and your relationships through all of those.
Right. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the Deca Bazaar now. Tell us exactly, and we'll circle back here to Zach. What are the student responsibilities involved in this Deca Bazaar? What are the jobs? And I'm sure there's many. You're selling ads, you're organizing the event. Talk a little bit about some of the responsibilities that students take on in actually creating and deploying this event.
Yeah, we have a wide variety of roles, especially with selling booths. We allocate like I'd say 10 to each person. And we also have a social media person who does all that for us on Facebook and stuff like that. And when it comes to setting up the event, we'll be there bright and early, and we'll be helping out the small businesses set it up and, make sure everything runs smoothly.
What are the primary activities during that day? Is it, I know you've got all kinds of vendors. You talked about vendors. Talk a little bit about, who is there? What do people get to see if they attend the event?
Well, Santa Claus is going to be there.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's
And,
the most important
yeah.
attendee.
Yeah, we're going to have a petting zoo and stuff like that too outside the event for the kids and stuff. And yeah, there's also a comedy show going on outside of it.
All right.
Mhm.
And I think the interior design program, they also participate. They have a
Oh, yeah.
sale that day.
They have a sale that day. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And all, kind of all kinds of things in that sale. Gosh, they got furniture, fabric, all kinds of things that they've gathered and worked on. So that's quite impressive. And that's held inside the Cobalt Student Union, I believe. Right.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And remember when we did the show from the school?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. With the interior design program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so cool. Yeah.
We probably should do, I'm not looking for things to do. I'd rather attend the event, but one day maybe we should do a show from the Deca Bazaar. But I'd rather just go and attend and enjoy. You got food vendors there too, I'm assuming. And
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes, we do.
we got food vendors in the works with 14 Bones, which I'm gonna talk to Mr. Scott. Hopefully he's listening to this and he knows. And I'm sure Linda has a list of the food vendors too, if you want to
Alright.
shout them out.
so again, Bradley, back to you. Kind of again, talk to us a little bit about student involvement in this Deca Bazaar. I mean, what kind of involvement is there, and what kind of experience do you get from like I say, deploying a major event like this?
So our roles are really vital to the club because our club is funded by the bazaar. So our, experience as a whole is based off of this event that's going on right now, because this is how we fund the trips we go on. So it's very crucial that we, sell these booths. So, I mean, with this, it comes with marketing and sales, and we got to reach out to people that we haven't talked to in years from the past. So that's what we do. Today I just went to an event in Vero to promote the bazaar, and I got a few people that are interested in that. So, it's a whole thing, and it's a really great opportunity for people to come and do Christmas shopping, for the holidays and all that, and it's a good way to get, small local businesses out there to promote their companies as well. So,
Maddie, what's your kind of take on your role and involvement, and what does it, what kind of experience do you get from being involved in an event like this?
So we get a lot of experience in a lot of different fields, like they said. We get the finance aspect of it because we have to keep track of all our sales and how many vendors and all those sorts of things. We are getting to meet a lot of new people that we get to learn about their industry and what they do, which is really amazing to meet all these great people. And it's just an overall good experience to get out of your comfort zone a bit, because you're kind of forced to talk to people and make these connections where you might have been too scared to before.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. Getting out of your comfort zone, and that's really kind of what this event does for you guys, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Zach and Bradley.
yes, sir. No, and that's not to mention the presidential scholarship that's involved with the money we make too. That's given to us.
All right. So
Yeah.
Linda,
Yes, sir.
talk to us about sponsorship and those participating. How does someone get more information? How would a business, I'm assuming you still have room for vendors and for sponsors. How does someone find out more? Who do they contact? How do they get involved?
Oh, yes, we do still have space for vendors, and they can contact the State College at 772-462-7045. Or they can go to the Y building on Massey campus up to the Business Administration building, and they can inquire there about being able to reserve a vendor space for their craft.
Who are your current sponsors of the event? Who's sponsoring this year? Sponsors of the bazaar. Do you have any sponsors for the bazaar?
I know we have people that have contributed. So there's Pepsi and Publix and Target are doing donations.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. And again, always still looking for more.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All
Everything helps to be able to provide for the community.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll do just a quick round robin to wrap up our annual Deca Bazaar conversation. And again, I can't say enough about this event. If you've never been, you got to go check it out. And I guess the most important question is, when is the Deca Bazaar this year? Linda?
Saturday, November 13th. It starts at 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And as Zach mentioned, we do have a comedy show that is going to be on the same day from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay. All right. Well, Zach, real quickly, just any closing comments about the bazaar and your involvement in all this?
Nothing really crazy. Just love everyone involved. Everyone has been super supportive, especially through the hard times. We just want to be able to give the community hope again with small businesses and promoting everything. Like, seriously.
All right. Maddie?
Kind of same as Zach. It's just a great experience for people to get out and see new vendors and not always buy from what's most convenient, like Target, and meet some great people.
All right. I like it. Yes. Again, another great comment about supporting small business. I like it. Bradley, kind of bring us home here on the Deca Bazaar.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you own a business,
Listen, Bradley, there are millions of people listening to this. So go ahead.
That's good. That's even better. So if you're listening to this and you own a business, or you're even just a citizen, come out there. You're supporting a great organization to help kids, further their careers in life and all that. So, it's a win-win.
All right. Listen, 4 standout School of Business students from Indian River State College, Linda, Bradley, Maddie, and Zach. I know you've got to get home to study tonight. I'm sure there's probably papers to be written and
Do what? Study. Oh,
that's right. No, I'm sure I'm sure Dr. Ricardo and has given you lots of homework. And so we're going to let you go and get your work done so you can have all that turned in on time. Are any of you in my class? Or
I don't think so.
Well, then see, you should be taking my class.
I know your class is probably amazing.
It is amazing. And I think you get to make appearances on a radio show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty sure.
Cool.
oh, please.
Yeah, you're so really good at selling. You should join Deca too.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. I couldn't make it through the first competition probably. All right. Thank you guys and good luck. We'll see you at the Deca Bazaar on Saturday, November the 13th.
Sir.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We've got more coming at you from Small Biz Florida.
Awesome.
Taking your business to the next level requires money. And the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College has the
Linda, I didn't mean to interrupt you
to help
like
you
that.
Oh,
acquire
you're
your growth
fine.
capital. Hi,
You're
I'm
fine.
Michael Bernard, business consultant with the
Okay.
Florida SBDC
and
at
I don't know.
IRSC. We offer
I don't know
no-cost
if they can
consulting
hear
and
us.
low-cost
Can
training
Zach
to
You
help
guys hear
Maddie
us?
hear us?
obtain financing. Whether you're looking for
I don't think they
traditional
can hear
bank
us.
loan,
I don't think they can
government-backed
hear us.
loan, or a loan provided by an
No,
alternative
huh?
lender.
Oh no, they're just on a
Use
commercial break
expertise and
right now.
resources to help you obtain the financing
They don't care
needed to
about us,
succeed.
Linda. They just
I know.
Florida
they took
SBDC
off.
Dude.
cannot loan money or administer
This guy's
grants. Our
this guy's
consultants
sponsored by
maintain
Coke.
valuable
Look at this guy.
relationships with
Nah.
local lenders
That is
and
like Coke
understand their
thing out.
lending requirements.
Our certified business consultants, many of whom are former bankers and business owners, will provide confidential assistance to help guide you through the process of securing the right
I
source
wonder
of
if he's gonna
capital
come
for your
because I actually
business.
gotta ask
For
him.
one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the
Oh, wait.
Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at
No, you were fine.
irscbiz.com.
I was so nervous.
Our IRC women's basketball team will
I was
continue
so
the Indian
nervous.
River State College tradition of champions as we head into the 2021-22 season.
And
Hi,
I
my
was
name is
getting
Nia
a
Jenkins,
phone
and
call
I'm a
from
6'1" forward
Capstone.
for your Pioneers. We play an 18-game non-conference
So
schedule.
I
before
was trying,
beginning
that's
our
when I
Southern
muted
Conference play in
myself so I
January.
could
My teammates and I excel both
try
on
to
the
talk
court
to
and in
her.
the classroom as we
Her team
continue the
couldn't
tradition
find
of
where we
champions
were
here at
or
IRC.
where, where the studio was.
This is
Should
WPSL.
what should we do now? Should we just
Talk of
do
the
it?
Treasure Coast.
I'm sorry.
Should we just leave now or?
You're listening
I
to
think so.
WSTU
Oh, I think we
Stewart.
should leave now.
I
'cause
think
there's
we're good.
There's other people coming, so.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Brad.
All right, see ya.
All right. Bye.
And we are back. This is Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast. It's all things business across the Treasure Coast and the state of Florida. Incredible group of students. I'm always impressed with students from Indian River State College's School of Business. And again, really an iconic event. Been going on for years. I didn't ask them that how many years, but I would. But
Oh.
our new guest may know that may know that
They
answer. but-
probably, they probably will.
That's right.
Did you notice how the organizational management folks literally ran out of this building?
That's right. They had to go home and do homework. Listen. I know some of those business school professors. I know Dr. Carlson and Dr. Ricardo and Dr. Maitland. Not easy. Listen, we continue our show this evening with more Indian River State College School of Business students. We've got with us now. We've got Doris and Jalicia. Yes. Now you two are also involved in the Deca program, but you're also, what level students are the two of you, Doris?
Seniors.
Seniors. So you're both, that's right, because you're in Capstone too.
Correct.
All right. So then I guess my question to you two is you're both also in Deca?
We are actually not a part of DECA.
Okay.
This year, the DECA program decided to allow some of us Capstone students to help them organize and put on the bazaar this year.
I bet they did
Yes.
because you're seniors.
Yes.
You know it all. That's right. All right. So we'll talk about the bazaar, but I want to first, again, as we always do, give us, and we'll start with Jalicia, just a little bit of your background and pathway to IRSC and what degree are you earning?
So I am currently about to graduate with my degree in organizational management.
Nice. Nice.
I have actually been attending IRSC off and on for a lot of years. A lot.
Well, you're not that old. Can't be that many years.
A lot.
But you're close. We're
I'm
we're
so
there.
close to the
Okay.
finish line.
right.
I can see it.
Well, congratulations. That's good. You've done good work.
Thank
So again, and you're going to get your 4-year degree, your BS
Yes.
degree in organizational management.
yes.
Okay. And Doris, same question for you, kind of your pathway and what degree you're pursuing.
Yeah, so I have also been here for quite some time, and I am also pursuing an organizational management degree, bachelor's as well.
All right, nice. And so talk to us. One of the questions I ask, and again, the first group of students were, I think Linda was a junior, but the others were sophomores. Now you guys have probably experienced a little more of the upper level coursework. And I talk all the time when I speak about the IRSC School of Business. I speak about all the opportunities there are to get some real world experience in business, and through the internship and through the capstone, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But talk about those opportunities that you've had to kind of get the real world experience. Jalicia?
So I've taken quite a few classes with Professor Ricardo, and he's also an international professor. So he does a lot of they're called like study abroad trips and programs. So first come, first serve, but he always gives first option to his students.
Right.
So that's something that just being in the School of Business, you have an opportunity to attend and do.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's awesome.
And did either of you do internships through the college? You didn't participate in the internship program? All right. But you are both in Capstone. So Doris, kind of tell us about the Capstone class. What happens in this Capstone class?
Sure. So with the capstone class, what happens is we got a lot of small businesses in the area that come and seek advice, or we serve as counselors or
Consultants,
There
right?
you go, as consultants for these small businesses and help them establish different parts of their business, whatever it is that they may need help with.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
they may, so a small business could come into the Capstone program and ask you for a marketing plan.
That's
They
correct.
could ask you for a business plan. They could actually ask you to help put together focus groups to get reaction and response to a new product or something. So it's really up to the small business owner or entrepreneur kind of ask you specific help, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. And then how does the class, you all work as one big group, or you're divided up? How does it kind of work in the Capstone?
So at the beginning, when we first started with the capstone, we have all the different organizations come in, whomever wants to participate. And then the groups are divided. Actually, our professors, Dr. Ricardo and Dr. Bailey, divide us. Maybe, seeking out our strengths or whatever
Right.
it is that the companies may need, and where we're stronger at, and
Right.
puts the groups together. And that's how that is
Wow.
established.
And then how does it all kind of wrap up? Do you actually create this deliverable, this plan, and then do you make a presentation? How does all that work, Jalicia?
So midway through, we kind of give a presentation to track our progress and show other groups throughout the class where we are, what our small business may be looking for, and what we've delivered so far. And then at the end of the course, we will do a final presentation, and it's presenting the class with the results. So for instance, our group, we are participating with the Holiday Bazaar. So we will present and let the class know how that event went.
Right.
And get some feedback from the Deca program that we'll be able to present to
Wow.
the class as well.
So that's how the connection came. So the Deca Bazaar actually participated in the Capstone class and has a group.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. What about are you providing any advice or assistance on marketing the event, social media? How's all that working?
So we are currently in charge of pretty much marketing. We have one of our group mates who's created the flyer for the event. Doris and I are here doing the radio show tonight. We also have social media. So we are planning on possibly doing maybe like a TikTok to kind of promote the event in a more youthful way.
That's a very nice way to put it,
Yes.
Jalicia. Yeah.
She's looking at two dinosaurs.
That's
in
right.
there.
I know. She rolled her eyes when she said youthful marketing channel as she looked at us. So Yes. And again, I think, the Deca Bazaar, do you guys know how long it's been going on? What it's the,
We will be celebrating our 40th anniversary.
wow,
Yes.
40 years of this event in this community.
Yes.
Wow. So, probably not a bad idea to come to a group of students like yourselves and say, how do we update, rework, think differently about this event? Is that kind of what they asked and charged your group with?
Yes, that's exactly what they did.
Right.
Yes.
And so what is it like to kind of look at that, a 40-year-old event and say, what did your group, what was the discussion like in your group when that question, when you got to sit by yourselves in the group of 4 or 5 and you said, what do we do with this 40-year event? What was kind of some of the discussion?
So one thing that we did come up with was, as far as social media, we've decided that we want to do a TikTok. So that's one thing that can be shown all over the internet to millions of people on a regular basis. Also this year, instead of doing a hard copy like paper ad book,
Right.
we decided to go virtual.
Nice.
So that will help with anyone who might be a little hesitant as far as picking up things, with COVID, the COVID culture is what I call it.
Right.
Everyone just wants something virtual that they can look
Right.
at on their phone. Everyone has a phone these days. So those are some of the things that
and
decided. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about a virtual maybe ad book is it can really go on forever. It's not a hard copy that's
Correct,
going to get
yes.
pitched or, people can go back and look. Does the bazaar have any sort of landing page or anything? Have they ever had that, much, support in terms of social media, or is it just kind of it's a one-day event and you blast it out and then
Right.
it's kind of over?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's over for that year, but it comes around the next year.
I know. Maybe we should have a website for the holiday.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I think that should just give me credit for it in your final report. That came from Tom.
We're going to make a
Write
note
that
of
That's
that.
right. Make a note of that. So anyway, again, iconic event. And I really, again, I think it was a great idea, to get Capstone involved. I would have never thought of that idea. So again, tell us in kind of what you now know about the bazaar. Tell us what is going to happen that day in the bazaar. You got kind of a list of activities or things?
Sure. So that day it would be from 8 to 2. It's going to be Saturday, November 13th. And we're looking to have a great time with food trucks, vendors, some arts crafts,
Right.
kid events.
Okay.
We also have comedians that are coming out. However, there's a small $20 fee for that. That starts at 2.
All right.
And
this all takes place where?
yes, on campus in
on
Fort Pierce.
the main
on
campus
main
in Fort Pierce?
campus. IRSC main campus.
All right. And in years past, of course, I've attended for many years. It's kind of spread out all over main campus. There's things going on in the gym, and there's also some things going on in the KSU. Is that then out in the lawn? Is that kind of how it works?
So this year, the main focus is the gym area. There'll be vendors inside there. And then at the pavilion right outside of the gym, instead of the KSU, they'll have the whole pavilion area where there'll be other vendors there, kind of keeping it a little more contained so that people aren't walking all around campus and, saying, oh, I don't want to walk all the way over there, or something like that. No excuse. Visit all the vendors.
Right. And then, of course, I always like to point out, too, that the interior design program, it comes in and they run really kind of an interior design store. My gosh, hundreds of fabrics at very reduced prices and furniture and, all kinds of stuff. And that's inside the Coblegar Student Union, the KSU, we call it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then times for the event, again, I think they were starts early and
Yes, from 8 to 3.
okay. All right. And the event does have sponsors and businesses, and I'm assuming they're always constantly continuing to look for sponsors and for registration for more vendors, are they not?
Correct. Yes.
All right.
There's always room for more vendors.
Okay. And how do they get in touch to maybe sign up as a vendor?
Sure. So if anybody wants to get in touch, they can contact Professor Joseph Sempervivo, and he could be reached at 772-321-1114.
Okay. And then you both mentioned that you've been sort of attending for a while. So I'm going to assume that you work outside. So talk just a little, as we kind of come to close here, just talk for just a minute about your experience in the School of Business and how you think that's going to help you maybe further your career in your current positions.
Sure. So I work at a dental implant company in Palm Beach Gardens, and I currently work in a customer service division, technical support for doctors. And I plan to use the degree to further my career, possibly there, hopefully there, in a different department, and continue what I've been doing, which has been for like 14 years now.
And do you, as you were in classes and as you had class discussions and as you read the material, did things, as you did all that, did things click for you because you were in the real world, and it, like, every day you were like, oh wow, I've experienced that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is an incredible thing when you start to connect
Yes.
academia to real world. Jalecia, same question. How will you leverage and lean on this education to kind of work, in your career?
I currently work as a pharmacy technician for Treasure Coast Community Health. It's a organization in Vero Beach, and getting the organizational management degree for me will allow me to sort of pivot in the company and work more on the administrative side of the pharmacy world. So it's going to be a very big help learning all these different business tactics and things like that. Even though I am in the medical field.
Right. Well,
Yes.
Medical is there's business there
Yes.
too. And same kind of question. Were there days when you went, oh wow, here I am, we just talked about this in class and I see it, and I now I really kind of understand the dynamics of this business and relationships? Did that kind of happen to you?
It definitely did, especially being, I guess you would say, a lead technician. So I do have a couple of other technicians who work with me, but I'm kind of the lead. So just learning how to manage other people throughout, with all the management classes that we take has been a very big help, and has allowed me to say, oh, okay, I should handle it this way.
Right.
I read that in my textbook.
Right.
So.
And professors at Indian River State College, the ones I certainly work with and know, all came out of business too. They didn't grow up and just become a professor. Dr. Ricardo spent years in healthcare industry. Dr. Carlson spent years in finance, and so talk a little bit about having what it means to have those professors that can talk real world. Does that help?
Oh, absolutely. It's been a great help and an honor to actually be taking a class with them, Dr. Bailey and Dr. Ricardo. They've got a lot of knowledge, and it's been great so far. Yeah,
Jalecia?
It's much easier for me to understand what they are teaching when they're teaching from experience and not just from a book.
Right.
So it's been a very big help.
No.
And I think that it's amazing that this IRSC experience is going to enable both of you to pivot in your existing real world.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And that was going to be my final question. Do the folks that you work with, they realize you've gotten the degree, you've gotten the education, and they're probably reacting to that too and saying, boy, we're going to use you in some different places now? Are you hearing that from your supervisors and your counterparts?
I am from different departments. I am.
Okay.
So yeah, that's been great.
You're going,
for sure.
the two of you may become very popular.
Hopefully.
Yes, you may be working some extra hours. It is, and you know what? We never even said your last name. So Doris, your last
Sure,
name?
Doris Edmonds.
Okay, Doris Edmonds and Jaleesa.
Jalecia Chambers.
All right, nice. Ladies, listen, great work. Perseverance, one of my favorite words. You persevered and you are at the finish line.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Listen, it says an awful lot about you to hang in there and get this done. It's not easy to do. So congratulations on that. Thanks for helping out with the bazaar. I know you're going to bring some great advice and thoughts and new ideas to the bazaar. It was a great idea to involve the Capstone. So I wish you both luck. And when you get your promotions, we'll have you back on.
Yes,
You can
that'll
talk
be
about
great.
what you're doing now, but
Okay.
you'll probably be too busy.
We'll make time.
Right.
All right, Doris and Jalecia, seniors, Indian River State College School of Business in the Capstone program. It's all about the Deca Bazaar tonight. And so again, November 13th, I would swing by. It's an incredible event. And with that, we will bring to close another segment of Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast. It's all things business across the Treasure Coast and the state of Florida. Greg, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to everyone next week.
You've been listening to Small Biz Florida from Indian River State College, SBDC, right here on WPSL. Talking the Treasure Coast webcaster to the world on Alexa, Google Home, and on TuneIn worldwide. And WSTU 1450 Stewart, Martin County's heritage station, serving the Treasure Coast since 1954.